What is going on, everyone? Platinum B is coming at you with yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about how you should not look at past platinum prices to predict the future. I'm going to explain what I mean by that in just a minute. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so today's topic is why you should not look at past platinum prices to determine the future of platinum, right? It's very easy for us to look at platinum, especially if you are not already a platinum stacker, and say, you know, it's kind of overpriced to where it's been in the past decade. Now, if we look at the chart for all time, we can see it's gone up from its recent, like, I don't know, around 5 or 6 year below 1,000 float, right? It's obviously gone above that. And so could it go back down to that? It could. But I want to caution against thinking that that's probably where it's going to go. And I'm going to explain to you why. So first and foremost, platinum's cousin, palladium, fell into a very similar category, especially when I first bought the palladium that I have. And what that category was back when I bought it, everyone thought it was overvalued. I bought it right about here at $1,600 an ounce. So I bought a half an ounce for 800 bucks. I got it at spot from someone just looking to get rid of it. And I picked it up at $800, and I have not lost a dime since I have picked it up. Even at the March low, it did not reach $1,600. So I haven't lost a dime. However, at $1,600, that was the highest it had ever been. Pretty much Palladium was breaking records day by day by day by day by day for a long while until the March crash, of course. And it's already back up close to that all-time high. The same thing could, and in my own opinion, will end up like palladium, right? What we're seeing right now is we're seeing platinum at the recording of this video around $1,200 an ounce, right? And a lot of people could kind of think that, oh, it might go back below $1,000 an ounce. Realistically, I think that was just a luxury we were able to get for a while there. I don't see it happening again. However, I do see the value going up, and we can see in much longer time frame, it was at one point much higher, and it could reach that again. So if you're looking at this as a possibility of where it could go, that's not a bad way to look at it. But if you're looking at this, the around 5-year float of being below $1,000 an ounce, I would advise you to not look at that and say that's where it probably will end up going again, because you think it's overvalued. But now you may think it is truly overvalued, but I'd ask you to do your own due diligence, do your own research, and figure out why it may be overvalued. I personally think that platinum is still undervalued. However, in this video, I'm basically just trying to caution everyone against thinking about how they missed out on the sub 1,000 spot, and so they feel it as if it is too late to get in at this time. I still don't think it is too late to get in at this time, and compared to gold, platinum is much more affordable, right? And so it's easier to acquire for the average stacker, or perhaps a new stacker, or perhaps a stacker with not as much funds, right? So at the end of the day, guys, I am not a financial advisor. I ask that you all do your own research regarding any type of investment, whether it be precious metals or anything else, because at the end of the day, I'm just a guy sharing my opinions and thoughts. And this was something that kind of crossed my mind, because I remember when I bought palladium, and I remember why I only bought one piece, was because I was like, wow, that's a really expensive metal. Will it stay that way forever? I don't really know. And I kind of bought into the idea that a lot of people were spreading that, Palladium's overvalued. It'll probably go back down in price again. And that was fair reasoning, because look at the price of Palladium all these years. And for some odd reason, it was just slowly going up. And people thought it would just come back down at some point, and it did in March. But then it just kind of went back up as the year went on. In fact, the March crash was one of the few things to actually drive the price significantly down, which is pretty interesting to look at, if I'm being honest. But platinum, on the other hand, has had somewhat of a different past, right? It's had major ups, major downs. I was watching a video recently on YouTube from another user who talked about how the bottom line cost to take platinum out of the ground, as far as mining, machinery, all that stuff, because it's such a hard metal to deal with, that means it's also harder to mine. The bottom line price or cost that it costs to take it out of the ground is $800 per ounce, I believe it was. So if you buy below $800 an ounce, which I have a piece or two that I got below that price, you're really buying for less than what it costs to take out of the ground just by itself. And that is one of the main drivers of one of the reasons why it costs so much to get it out of the ground, because it is hard to get to, it is hard to mine, and it's just hard to deal with, right? And so that's something that a lot of people don't take into account when thinking about the price of platinum. I'll have to end up doing more research on exactly what it takes to mine platinum, but I'm sure that the process is a lot different than silver and gold, which are much softer metals. In fact, gold is so soft in its purest form that it's mostly found in powder forms and things like that. It's not very hard, right? Its density is pretty dense. However, it's a rather soft metal. It's interesting indeed. But at the end of the day, guys, I know everyone's going to do what they're going to want to do, but I just want to throw this out there that if you were thinking about getting platinum at $1,200, it's still a bargain in my opinion. Yes, it's higher than it's been in the past 5 years. However, we could see this occur again or something completely different, but I doubt we're really going to see below $1,000 an ounce unless something drastic is to occur in the markets, in the economy and industry, what have you. But at the end of the day, guys, all investments are a risk. Make sure that you are making decisions for yourself. Make sure you weigh all your options and do what is best for you. I am the Platinum Beast, so obviously I'm a little bit biased towards platinum. So you may want to seek out some different outlets before making a final decision on whether or not to buy platinum. But if the reason you don't want to buy it is because you think it's overvalued, I very much disagree. So we'll leave it at that, guys. But thank you for watching my video today. I really appreciate it. Be sure to hit that like button down below. It really helps me out a lot. Be sure to leave any comments you may have in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit that subscription button so you can stay up to date with future videos that I post. And with all that being said, guys, until next time, we will see ya.